Hello there, this is Steve, and as you can see, I've finally got around to making a retro gaming video. So, as you can obviously tell, this is The Wild Bunch by Firebird. It's from 1984. It's by Kevin Smith, and it's not the same guy who directed Mallrats. But, yeah, this is, well, I would have described it as a text adventure, but really it's more of a text RPG, because it's not really a typical text game. I'll just go into a bit of detail about it because it'll play a wonderful beeper rendition of the Streets of Laredo after this, so it's hard to talk over that. So yeah, basically it'll give you the story, but you're walking home one night, you find this guy shut in the road, and he doesn't say like, help, get me an ambulance. He says like, it was the Wild Bunch, this guy, and he gives you a description. So then you've got to, then the sheriff sees you with a gun, because apparently the murderer dropped his gun and you picked it up, and the sheriff sees you and he thinks you killed the guy, so he's trying to kill you, and then you're now a fugitive and you have to clear your name. So anyway, let's get going with this. So obviously first name, let's go with okay, at level of difficulty, I've only ever played it on level 1. This is a really difficult game. There's a lot of random chance in it. So, level 1. And here's the story I was telling you about before. Okay, so we need to note this down. So, the man with no eyebrows. Okay. Okay, so this is the main screen. This is where all the action takes place. Basically, you can go to any one of these 5 towns, and then you can move around between them, looking for these 5 members of the Wild Bunch, and specifically the guy who shot the guy in the street, so he can confess supposedly and clear your name. So you have to pick one of these towns to start off from, and also in the mix there's this Pinkerton agent who's trying to track you down, and he can be at any one of these towns. You can sometimes find out where he is by reading telegrams in the towns, but I'll get to that later. Okay, so let's start at 5. Okay, and let's start with our status. Okay, so this is for some reason you're toting this murder weapon around with you, but yeah. So you've got the 45 Colt and 5 bullets, because obviously the 1 bullet was used to shoot the guy. Right. So the main screen here. So you can obviously go to the saloon. There's a bunch of stuff you can do there. Go to the sheriff's office. Go to the store. Go to the telegraph office, or move on to a different town. Okay. So first we want to do is we want to go to the sheriff's office. Okay, so look at this guy's picture. We find out he's Harry Longbow. So it's good to have a pen and paper next to you. And he is missing his left ear. Now, he's not the guy we were after because he has no eyebrows, but it's a process of elimination. Okay. Okay, so let's go to the saloon. Now, obviously in the saloon you can do any of these, like drink, play poker, and look around. I don't want to say drink because I've done that a couple of times. For some reason it seems to crash the emulation, so I'm not going to do that. Okay, so let's look around. So, man with a scar on the left cheek. Okay. Okay, so do we want to challenge him? Say yes we do. Now, so we know he's not Harry Longbow, and he's not our killer, but he could be any of the others, so let's take a random guess. We'll say he's Elzalay. And take him prisoner. See, now he threw a bottle at you and ran away. that means he's a bad guy. So, but now this means this town is pretty much dead to us, because look around, nobody special here. Okay, so next thing we need to do is make a bit of money, so we're gonna play poker. Okay, that's a bad hand. I'll just say I'll see him. Of course he won. Yes. Okay, that's a royal flush. Okay, let's see him. Call him. Call his bet. Sorry. Call again. Call again. Gotta be careful though, because if it turns into more money than you have. Right, let's see him now. Better win this. Yes, that's good. Right. Okay, 2 aces, not so bad. We'll just see him. Okay. I think you find this, they quite often throw in when you've got a decent hand. Three queens. Let's have a flutter on that one. Let's call. Let's see him. Ah, damn it. Okay, another hand. 3 of a kind and a pair. Okay. Raise it. $10. I think you might have a good hand, but I'm gonna see him. Damn it. Throw in. Yeah, sorry, this can get a bit tedious, but you got to make some money. Call again and then see him. Okay. One more hand. Throw in. Alright, one more decent hand. Okay, let's call it. So, yeah, no special here. Let's leave. Right, so let's go to the store. Now you'll see in here, horse and saddle there, very important. You can pretty much say you're going to need a horse and saddle, but we didn't do so well at the gambling, so we haven't got enough. Alright, now we need bullets for the Colt, because we've only got 5 and use quite a lot. And it has to be the Colt 45. You can buy a Colt 44, you can buy a Winchester rifle, but you can only use the Colt 45 in a gunfight. So you can have a Colt 44 with 1,000,000 bullets, and you can have a Colt 45 with no bullets, and you're going to lose. So let's go Colt bullets. Okay. 2 of those, and actually, yeah, I'll get a coat. There's complaints about that. Canteen of water. Okay. Okay. That should cover us. Okay, move on. So. Okay. See, that's the other thing. So. Okay, it's mocking us. Okay, let's get over that. Okay, yeah, so if you go to the telegraph office, sometimes it tells you about the Wild Bunch, other times it'll tell you about the Pinkerton agent and whereabouts he's going to be waiting for you. Okay, so let's move on. And we are at Dead Man's Creek. Let's go to Bulletville. 2 days ride, but we've got no horse. Anyway, let's start the journey. Well, that's good. That sometimes happens. Okay, now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to cheat a little bit because this game's hard enough. Okay, so now we've got like crazy amounts of strength, so this is the thing I always found with this game, is this the most frustrating thing, is you always run out of strength. I don't know if there's any way to bring it back up again. I've never found a way to bring your strength back. It just depletes gradually as you move along, and I guess that's the dynamic of the game, but you find like you've almost beaten it and then you just run out of strength and die. So I kind of figure it's fine because it's hard enough to finish the game anyway. Right, I'll just keep doing this now. Day 4. Okay, 5. Okay, we made it. Right, sometimes yes, you enter the town, it gives you the big thing about you've been arrested, blah blah blah. This Pinkerton agent's hanging out there. But right, so we've actually got some money now. Let's see what we have. 45 Colt, some decent amount of bullets. Okay, that's good. Alright, same thing, Sheriff's Office, look around. Alzole has an eye patch, so... and that's on his right eye, right patch, okay. Enter to continue, and then we go to the saloon. Look around, guy with a mustache. So, hasn't come up on our radar yet. Do you want to challenge him? Yes. Okay, so he's not Alzole, he's not Harry Longbow. Maybe he's Ben Kilpatrick. Taken prisoner. I'm taking you in. See, and that's something you get as well. Sometimes it's just some random person. So, if you don't know for sure that it's somebody from the Wild Bunch, then just don't challenge them to a gunfight, because you can kill them. Well, they can kill you, or you can kill them, and then you're a murderer again. So. Okay, right. So same deal. We right, go to the store. Let's see how much we got now. $61. Okay. Okay. Well, you don't want to watch me gamble again, so I'm just going to move on because we've got infinite energy now. So where are we? Bulletville. Okay, so we'll go to the city. Let's go. 10 days. Jeez. See, I forgot to explain before this dynamic here: run, fight, or bribe. So yes, you can keep hitting run, and then eventually you'll get away. But it depends on how much strength you use. So when you've got a rapidly depleting store of strength, it could be better to fight them and use a bit of extra strength just to make sure you kill them. Bribing them does work, but you've got very little money anyway. I mean, you make a little bit whenever you take down one of the Wild Bunch, but yeah, it's but having this is really handy. So anyway, let's go. Yeah, let's just take some of the fun out of it, because you've got to be really judicious with how much energy you use usually, but... And when you're hungry and you're cold, your energy goes down. It depletes every day anyway, so it depletes more as you continue. Day 5 of journey. And that's a good thing when you're walking out in the mountains, you keep finding gold nuggets. Well, sometimes you do. And sometimes something random happens, like a rock slide, and it says, you've added 3 days to your journey. Okay, we're actually making some money now. Looks like we ran out of bullets. Gotta remember that. So we're nearly there, and this is always when it says like, a rock slide has added 3 days to your journey. Here we are, we made it, and we didn't get arrested, which is a good thing. Okay, status, and we have $248. That's good. Right. So first things first, go to the store. Okay, number 6. And we're gonna buy 3 of those. Okay. Now we definitely want a horse while we've got the money. And a saddle. And where's the horse food? There we go. 11. Let's see. 10 of them. Water, canteen of water. 10 of them as well. Right. Okay. Sheriff's office. Okay, who we got here? Ben Kilpatrick. And he has a left eye patch. Okay. Right, so same thing. Go to the saloon, look around, limp in the right leg. Okay. Challenging. Yeah, okay. I think he's George Parker, and I'll take him prisoner. That's the blacksmith. See, I could have shot him. Right, okay, let's have a look at the telegraph office then. Okay, yeah. So, there he is. Charles A. Siringo arrived today in search of a fugitive known as Dizzy Egg Salad. Okay, so we won't be going to Bulletville then. Okay, so let's move on. We are in Nugget City. We want to go to Dodge City. I don't like going to Dry Gulch because it's like across the desert and it takes 3 days. And, and your horse dies and stuff like that, so it gets really annoying. Okay. Oh, great. Apparently he was there, so that was really helpful. Yes, well... wasn't the best outcome, but yeah, as you can see, it's not... like, even with infinite strength, it's really hard to finish it. That's on level 1. I've never tried level 2 or 3, so I don't know what that's like. But, yeah, that was the Wild Bunch, and I'm Steve, and this is my first video. So, thanks, and see you next time. Bye.